Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Okay, I just started my stream up, but usually it takes a while for folks to get in. So, but I
Yeah,
just wanted to have
nah,
just have it up.
trust me, I have mine up too. Just gonna give it a minute.
Sway. Ugh, I really should have just ran them both at the same time because I need her now. Fuck. Nah. And you know what's worse is that okay, so my boyfriend Ace, he pulled Yang Yang, and you know he works a lot. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, babe, do you want me to just like build her for you? Because I can like open up the map and just go at it. He was like, please. So I did. I built her in probably about 2.5 hours and so, and then the bitch is cracked even with mid echoes, and I'm just like, this ain't helping. This ain't helping. I'm like, I want her. I want her. I thought this would help. I was like, okay, I'll play her. I'll build her. Get the fix. Da 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 da. And then I was like, why is she so fucking perfect? I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, bitch, be strong. But then it's like, damn it, I want to play that for Lova comp. He doesn't have for Lova. I do. I was like, oof. Yang Yang for Lova looks like it would be the it would be the vibe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Experiment shit.
I know. I know. It's like, but that's how they get you. They make everybody so fucking appealing and cracked. And I was just like, bruh. Like, I was running her with Chisa and Mortefi, and she
Yeah,
was obliterating shit. I was like,
yeah.
oh.
Let me invite you to the shared chat thing. And do it again. There you go. Should be the second one.
Okie doke. Okie dokie. Let me show you how I move. Where is? I'm trying to. You know, Twitch Mobile be a bitch. So
Oh no, absolutely.
let me.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, I meant like I sent you the link to it on Discord. It's the same thing.
oh, Discord. Oh yeah, if it's on Discord, then this probably should be faster. Um, did it go through? Join session.
Yes it did.
And yep.
All right,
Well,
W.
yes.
Oh, hell,
W, we did it.
absolutely. We just have to, always make sure we have shit set
Uh,
up.
all right, W. So, all right, Mr. Ringmaster, I'll let you take
The
take. You know.
remaster.
Well, this was your idea. I'm just here to be sassy, okay?
I'm just here to be that bitch, okay? Goddamn.
Well, yes. Well, yes. You understand the arrangement, okay?
Alright. Alright. Well, we're already all here. We're already all set up and shit. I already got the notepad ready and whatnot. Welcome everyone to the ninth episode of the Mix and Rae Podcast, where we talk everything, mostly Wuthering Waves as well, but hopefully future gotcha content. When new
Wait,
games that
it's really been 9 episodes. This episode 9 already. Holy
it's
shit!
episode 9 already, which is crazy, right? It's
I
insane.
thought if I feel like we just started the shit yesterday. Why I think we get like episode 3 or some shit. But anyway, oh hi guys.
Everybody, hey
Oh my God,
everybody.
so my goat. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome in. I'm your host, of course, Mythical Mix himself, and of course, the lovely co-host is always here, Miss Rae Nicole.
Hi. I hope everyone had a good week.
Alrighty. So we got a ton of things to talk about today in this episode of this podcast. Um, of course, so for those of you who don't know me in Rae chat, it's your boy Mix. What is up? Oh shit! So thank you so much for that follow. I really do appreciate you. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. All right, so
Sosa's
we're
the
gonna
goat.
so what we're gonna talk about is we're gonna be talking about the 3.5 story. We're going to be talking about the new revealed characters that are coming in version 3.6. We're going to dabble in some theory crafting this podcast around, and we're just going to try to do that, and hopefully this right here will basically be, of course, like, hello Atomic Adam, welcome into chat, welcome in.
Hi Atomic, welcome in.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome me in. So we're gonna do some theory crafting in future podcasts as well. And of course, most of you that do know, once we watch a live stream, we always gotta talk about it. And I'm pretty sure the next podcast we're probably gonna plan is when Soy Soy comes out. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, and you already know I'm gonna have a day one build of Soy Soy. So
I already know. I already know that.
I actually have it on my stream right now because I'm just looking at her shit and I'm just like, Baija is modeling all my Soy Soy equipment and I'm just like, I need this girl to come out. Like, I need her to come out yesterday. Like, please. This is torture at this point.
Alrighty. So. Without further ado, I guess let's get it started. So, let's first talk about the 3.5 story.
Jeez. Okay. Yay. Okay.
So
you go first.
So first of all, I want to talk about that. Well, of course, we're finally back in Jinzhou after literally 2 years after the game came out. We didn't really came back to the first region in
also,
a while
without
at all.
prefacing, this is going to be a spoiler conversation, so if you ain't played the story and you don't want to be spoiled, this is the perfect time to click off, but
perfect time to get the fuck out.
But if you don't care, or you played it, you want to talk about it, stay your ass right here.
Absolutely. So, I want to talk about that. So I'm kind of glad we're going back to the whole yang type of thing, that we're going back already, and I feel like that is one of my favorite parts of the story that has happened. And oh my god, I've been geeking towards this fucking story, and there's some parts that
I love So.
Yeah, but in general though, I'm kind of glad that they were experimenting new ways to implement, like, doing the stories. This story, I think this almost has felt like the climax from 2.7's, where it was like 3 story quests and one whole thing. And which is kind of crazy to me. Which is kind of crazy to me because I thought they were going to be like, okay, but we got the first story with Yang, and after that, that's basically fucking it. No, they just said, well, fuck you, we're going to punch you right in the nuts, and by the way, here's Soy Soy story, and here's Rover's side of the story, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I really like the way they constructed the narrative and the gameplay around the narrative this time. And having being able to use Sway Sway early was just such a treat. Like, oh my god, and I love her even more now that we've played her. Like, oh my god, like best healer girl, best healer. That's for me.
No, absolutely, but also, what's it called? Oh my god, my brain just like shut off for a minute. No, but also is that of course in this chat we always love our like long story based type of content as well with these free to play games, with these free-to-play
Especially when
games.
it's done well, and then on top of that, I think like going back to Jinjo, because here's the thing: when we experience it with from another game like what's it, Genshin Impact? Who said that? It feels like when we visit regions, it's nothing really changes. Some people call it nostalgia, but this time they were able to give us nostalgia, but there are noticeable upgrades with all the models. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but I was like,
No,
wait a minute, why Chisha look like
now of course I noticed that.
like I was like the girls are girling and you know we saw Baija, we saw Jeji, we saw Genshi. I mean the girls were just giving and I was like, oh my God. But then you see that and then you see the upgraded model like Sway Sway, like the details. And it's like Kuro always has such heart in their design, but you can see that as they've grown into the game, their identity
Mm,
is more clear. And I think Yang Yang and Sway Sway are a perfect like representation of that growth for Kuro games, at least to me.
mm. No, I 100% agree with that. But also, I'm just kind of glad that they're kind of getting tied back into the story. Same thing with Jeja and my one of my 1.0 goats, Zhang Liao. For the love of God, give him a better support.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, not too much on Yinlin. Buff Yinlin. Just buff Yinlin.
Just make Yinlin look like not shit, please.
Like, Kuro, you understand what's needed. You understand the assignment. Come on, let the girls live. Let the girls live. But no, and I thought, even though, okay, I know how some people are like, well, this shit might be slow, and I kind of expected it to be slow because we're, setting up background. But I found even setting the background up was enjoyable, right? I felt like this was what they really wanted to do when the game first launched, and now that they know themselves a little better, they're able to execute on what they wanted. So I actually found myself like, not even like feeling anxious to skip through the story. I was just following along and having a good time. Like all the background on Mingzhou, the background on the Sentinel, which we'll get to her because oh my god, there's just it was just a perfect way to kind of set everything up, and I thought it was the perfect length too. I didn't think it was too long. I thought it was just right for me personally.
No, I can 100% agree with that. 100%, absolutely. And like, there is some parts that I thought that were very slow in my opinion. Like, there's some parts that I was just like, can we get to the point? Like, okay, I understand the premise. I understand what's going on. Can we get to the damn point? That's just, but that was just me though. That is just me. And
And that is, I mean, I think there was one part in there. I think I love how Zheng Liao also was just reading our minds. Is that I could go further, but I think you're ready to get going. And we were like, yes, that was cute. That was really cute.
bro's like, look here, okay. I'm not trying to stop the plot. Y'all go ahead and get your ass running.
Like, I just think that they yeah, I do think like the pacing was overall much better. I do think they could probably trim the fat on some of the dialogue, but they had such good characterization that I felt like a lot of it was great. I didn't even, okay, even the parts where they started singing, I was like, at first, when some people start singing, I'd be like, what the fuck? But in a way, it felt right. It didn't feel forced. It was kind of in there, kind of natural, and I found myself really enjoying it. And I was like, man, I forgot that Yang Yang could actually sing. Could sang, girl. Go ahead. We call her
Hmm.
Sang Yang. Okay.
If I if I'm not mistaken, I think that's her. I think that is her Chinese VA singing. If I'm not mistaken, that's her Mandarin
I
VA singing.
I think so, but someone and cause if you know Kane, he's like one of the best like Wuwa players ever in my opinion, and he was like showing us like her like the Chinese VA's reaction to actually hearing like and then she recorded like the thing 5 times, and when Yang Yang first sang, they went with the first recording, which was so oh my God, how touching is that? She was crying and I
Mm.
was crying. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, of course, it would make sense because you worked hard for it as well, and I could tell that I could tell that even the English VA, like every VA, let's be honest, of Yang
Right?
Yang
Because Kate
did
is the
their
real
best.
goat.
Because what's it called? Every VA from Yang Yang's point of view is like, you know, like really good at voicing her. Even the English VA had like, I'm not gonna lie,
All,
the English VA had better voice acting in this whole 3.5 story than she had when they didn't have really good, voice direction when the game released.
I was about to say, like, Yang Yang's personality and character was so much more clear with this kind of reawakening. Like, we could see how, because she was just so flat, and because she's a very calm personality, but it came across, I think, flat in the beginning, and we were like, girl, what? But
Mm-hmm.
I think that calmness and that, and also I'm sorry, I'm skipping around, but the characterization opposed to Sway Sway was so perfect. Like, you can tell, like, little sister, big sister, like, it was like, I was tearing up because it's like, God damn, I wish I had this. I grew up with brothers, but then it was like, God damn, it would be so nice to actually grow up with a girl who actually got me. And it was done so well. So I was like, that was one of the things that really kind of took it home for me. Of course, Yang Yang's awakening was really well earned, and I loved everything that led up to it. But just
Mm-hmm.
seeing how they are, like older sister, little sister, it's just chef's kiss. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
The one thing that I really enjoy about Yang Yang's new design is that like they put really so much Chinese mythology into her design, hence being the Zhuangling bird that is, that is supposed to be like, if I'm not mistaken, what I've searched, it's supposed to be like a bird that symbolizes supposed to like protect others, all that stuff like that. Like you see the Zhuangling
Hmm.
birds like trying to like move to like a whole different thing, try to lead people to like safety, all that stuff like that in the story as well. And that's what I truly loved about that. And then just like I think her being that havoc attribute too for that whole design is a lot like very perfect for this new like Yang Yang that we have.
I think so too, because I think like because my boyfriend was thinking like why Havoc, but in a way it's like her finding her power, in a way finding her identity. Because I think with Arrow she's so used to like just flowing, kind of merging in between. But this time we see Yang Yang's voice and Yang Yang's power, and it's like the blade of separation, which the Havoc attribute to get like nerdy. It's all about either separating or annihilating, but in a way she does it in a way that still uses harmony. So having like a harmony havoc unit is actually kind of dope, and
No,
she does
absolutely.
do something cool with the havoc reaction, which again, cheese of stocks going up, y'all, but more in the theory crafting section.
No, yeah, absolutely.
But
And also I loved that I would say most of the story was just focusing on Yang Yang, which of course in my opinion that's like was like the greatest part about it. And then of course we were able to see Jing Ran when we went to Soy Soy. We saw Shin as well when Soy Soy made a deal with
mother,
her.
two mothers. It's like when a queen meets another queen, and they literally talk about the joint slay and how to save the world. It is Sway Sway's negotiation piece, and I love the fact that healer, like, she's not just a healer just because I feel like she's so different from the other healers we've gotten personality wise. Because a
Hmm.
lot of the healers, they kind of pride themselves on being a support or being more motherly. Look at Mornier, Shorekeeper. They're people that want to take care of other people, right? Sway Sway, she does that, but she's also super independent. And also, I like the fact that she's like, when she wants something, she says, I'm going to negotiate for it. So there is this kind of strategist, this kind of, different take on the healer that I really, really enjoy seeing out of Sway Sway.
I can totally see that. Yeah, I can understand that as well. Yeah. What else?
Like she,
Um.
she just oozes bad bitch. I'm sorry, that's just to put it. She just oozes bad bitch. She like your health top. Okay, go kick ass. Next.
We'll talk about more about soy soy in the theory crafting section, but
Sorry,
for
she's Ray's new obsession. Like,
the
like Ray might actually get sequences for her because I love her that much.
no, but what I liked about this because it symbolizes like the war they had. Like I love like the whole backstory we got between like the whole like actually going into the story, all that stuff like that as well. We go into the story. Okay, there's a bunch of shit going on. Auto puppets are going haywire for some apparent fucking reason.
Melanin, hi. Well, welcome to the stream, babes.
What else? Back then it was the same thing. It was the same thing. They had to fight discords. They were losing. They were losing things on men. So of course, the new character that we saw, aka the new antagonist that we really saw, was Muyu. By the way, fuck that
And
dude.
they did him so well. They did him so well, but fuck him. Like, it was like, oh, he kind of cute. Wait, I hate you. You're evil. I hate you so much.
No, when we first met him, I'm like, okay, wait, I'm like, I'm gonna keep an eye on you real quick. Like that, it gave me that type of vibes. And to be honest, I was kind of correct on that because bro ended up being the biggest piece of shit.
I mean, he was. Yeah, but I'm sorry, babes. I did a spoiler warning when the stream first opened, so my bad.
Covers
I'm going
ears.
to.
If you
Yes,
want
cover
to
the.
mute this part of this stream right now. Just mute it. If you haven't done the
Yeah.
story yet, mute this part of the podcast.
First of all, what are you waiting for? I mean, it is a really good time, right? And then,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, but back to what you said about the auto puppets, though. It's like, child, like it kind of gave me goosebumps because I think about this AI shit, and it's like if this shit
Mm-hmm.
turns on us, I think we're cooked. And that's what happened. And I was just like, you think it's a great idea. And I think that the idea and the reason that it exists is really great. Protecting humans from tacit discords. It's a noble cause. Probably the most noble cause ever. But this kind of malfunction is like holy shit. It's kind of like on a different, it felt like we remember in Renacida, the echoes were going crazy and we didn't know really what was going on with that. So it's funny they brought that plot up, but now instead of echoes and learning how to work with them, this is something that we created and now it's turning against us, which I think brings a whole different kind of eeriness to the conversation, if you ask me. Oh, where's our boy Mix? Where the boy?
Sorry about that. Mama Mix was in the room.
Hi, Mama. Okay. Does your mom make mole? Because I really want some good. I need a good Mexican mama's mole. I'm sorry, they ain't nothing hit like that.
My mom's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Oh my God. First of all, excuse me, but then I need some Puerto Rican rice then.
Yep. No, but I was also listening to what you're saying, and yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because them auto puppets going haywire. And also, can we also I know we're talking about a lot, but the designs of the enemies, I'm so digging it. Like
No, I love the
it
like
hits so well.
because I mean, it just really fits that Chinese theme that they have going on in Ming Show that they have, and I'm really digging that as well, 100%.
Like 120%. Like, I mean, we say, I guess you'd call us Woo-Look lasers because, I mean, they're always cooking.
Bro, they have never missed.
I mean, I think really since the Renacida arc, it's just been so strong. It's been so strong, like consistently
Mm-hmm.
strong.
Because because I guess we'll just talk about this another time. But in general, let's go back to the whole story thing. But
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like Muyu as a different type of antagonist, I felt like his writing was very good.
I also like that he wasn't just a Fraxidus clone or a Fraxidus, like
Yeah.
this is a new variable. So I'm very glad they decided to create a whole new variable. Of course, we expect some insidious shit off the Fraxidus, and it's not to say that, he couldn't decide to align with the Fraxidus. I mean, there's so many ways they can go with that. But
Mm-hmm.
as a new variable, and we don't understand him fully, and we don't know what he's capable of, we've seen the horror of the Fraxidus going from Laharoy, and so we have an idea of how far they will go. But this one, I felt like he matches Navora's energy and even sometimes surpasses it. It's kind of scary how well they write villains,
Because
actually. They
because
understand the dark side of humanity very well.
because in general, like his motives, like okay, he wants to achieve world peace, but he did it in the most fucked up way I think I've seen in any gacha game. Being like being like taking a person's like soul or slash consciousness and putting it into an auto puppet for them to be like for them to like you can even hear their cries of suffering from them as well, which is kind of like very fucked up because it's like you would
Super
want
fucked
them to,
up.
you would want you would want the dead to just rest in peace, all this shit, you don't want them to do all this fucked up whatever the hell, and then just go ahead and then next you know bro said no no you're gonna be for my experiment type shit, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck are we doing?
I do not consent, sir. What the fuck? And I think, and again, Yang Yang's characterization and how Yang Yang kind of came as herself. Oh my God! Hi, Sanji Wanji. Welcome to the stream. I think the way that they characterize that and the juxtaposition between Muyo's intention with, oh my God, Ani, my queen, hey girls. They
Hmm.
cook so hard as they always do.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, yes, girl, I am good. We got that Lily the G1. I'm proud of myself, but ooh, girl, and you know me, I play the game and I need a break. Oh
Nah,
my
yeah,
goodness, but yeah,
yeah,
no, but Muyo, they cooked with that villain. They really did. They cooked really hard.
yeah, absolutely. All right, so that's enough with the whole story thing because we could be talking about the story for the next like 30 minutes,
We
but
could, and we'll probably yap. I'll probably text you, be like, so when they did this, like, because I could go into so many rabbit holes because it's like maybe we have to save a podcast just to review the lore as a whole because I think that would
hmm
be fun because I would like so love to like go back and see like what we missed versus what we know. Like, oh my God.
absolutely. Um,
But yeah, moving on from the story, what we doing?
so okay, so let's talk about let's go ahead and talk about the new characters that are coming out in the 3.6 update. Let's talk about that.
Lord,
Yes,
Lord.
yes. So,
Oh my
and then the
goodness.
next topic we'll be talking about is the theory crafting part of it as well. I didn't make too much stuff for this podcast today, so this is probably going to be another short one. But I want to get as much things as we've done today, so that way we can go ahead and so that way I can make sure to have more material as if we when we do our next one as well.
Oh my
Oh,
God, Red, my
yo,
brother.
Red, what's good? Holy shit, what's good, my
Oh my
boy?
God, we got the whole family here.
On
Yes.
God, bro. Holy shit. No, but yeah, I want to talk. Yeah, but I do want to talk about and Ching Xiao and Jingran. And as we are
Oh, oh yeah.
as we've already seen, Ching Xiao is gonna be an arrow tune strain damage dealer, as well as Jingran being a what's it called? Jingran being a HP scaling heavy attack damage dealer.
Oh, Red, it's going good. We got this podcast going. We talking the good shit. Now we getting into the new shit. What we looking forward to? Hi, Clondy. Hello. Oh my God. So yeah, Ching Shao. I'm actually trying to pull up her that Echo set they previewed because it is like I'm like, child, I'm not ready for her. I know her animations are gonna take my soul. Like I'm watching Red too. He looks so good too.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. The two characters I'm looking forward to, Jingran and fucking Shin. That's it. Hey, dude, I even said when I saw this, bro, on fucking Twitter, bro, I literally said, yep, Aura Farmer, yep, I'm pulling for this motherfucker.
Child, when I saw Ching Shao, that was the one who made my breath. When I saw her design, I like my throat felt like it evaporated for a second. I was like, no, they did not make her the evolution of every fucking thing I love. Like, she's blue, she's airy, she has swords whirling, and then her presence in the story, I'm like, yeah, she went
full pterodactyl, bitch. She went full pterodactyl.
Oh my God, I don't think you realize she is if there was an it girl, I know Sheen is definitely mother. I'm not taking that away, but there is something about the way Ching Shao, like the elegance, the like everything about her is just I did it again.
I mean, bro, dude, when they introduced her, bro, next it's like we're just like, did he just summon a god out of nowhere? Like, what the fuck is going
on? Like, no, bro, seriously. Like, what the, like, it's not fair.
Like you'll understand once you get that point into the story. You're just gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You'll understand later on. All right, so
but just use the drip marking for reference. The drip is the drip is dripping.
True, but like for me, Jingran's gonna be like my all-time gonna be a must pull for me because here's the thing, right? Bro got the fit, bro got the design, bro the coolest shit, bro got the aura, bro's just there to just be a fucking dipshit and also, bro, like I said every single time, we need more fucking dudes in this game. We need more dudes. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I will even show you, chat. I have almost every single male fucking character in this godforsaken fucking game.
Yeah, you did.
The only one I do not have is fucking Chuyon. Reason being is because every time I want to think about pulling that fucker, he's always in like the one thing for the one character that I want to pull, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking cry.
Sanji. You know what? I have Chuyon and I love him. I do love him. The Chuyon Sagrika team, it's just like, and he's a big part of why the team is just fun. Like it's just fun. It works. He has so much aura. His sword has so much aura. I told myself but I'm sorry if I get weak and decide to pull Yang, that's where we're going on her. I'm sorry.
You want to know what's hilarious to me though? The one thing that's very funny to me, and I'm gonna say this every time, almost every single fucking dude in this entire game has aura. Then you have Brant. then there's Brant.
But Brant does have an aura though too. It's goofy, but he's a showman. Like there's like, I guess I'm soft on Brant because he makes me think of my boyfriend a lot. Like my boyfriend didn't win me over like with Ultimate Riz. He was just goofy in himself, and I was like, oh, I like this. Yeah, you're like, okay, this rom-com ass bitch.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You're talking to the rom-com connoisseur. Most of the mangas I be reading are rom-com shit. Like, the fuck you talking about?
Okay. Okay, well then you understand because I appreciate like there is just something about Brant, his fluffy hair, his bad jokes. It's just
But
he just hits for me.
I'm gonna be honest, and for those of you that may disagree, I ain't gonna lie. I like Brant because bro is gay as fuck. Bro is
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, he's flamboyant, and I love that.
Bro is too flamboyant, but bro is just bro whatever. Like even in his movesets, bro just says the fruitiest shit when he fights, and I'm just like, you know what, bro?
In the
You got
line.
it. You got that shit, gang.
Oh my god, that shit is great. But holy
That's
cow,
why we love Brant here, bro. That's why we love Brant here. But goddamn, he is such an Echo ER slut.
but also I was just thinking how very distinctive all the characters are, but especially the men, because we haven't seen the same type of guy twice. We have Luke, who's very love and deep space, right? Like I look at Luke and my heart melts. It's just like, why are you the perfect husbando? I don't understand.
Oh, you should have seen the shit I've seen on Twitter,
he's every
bro.
woman's unrealistic.
Every woman in the woo-wah community 100% fiending for this man.
Every single one of us, like I was showing it to my friend, to one of my girlfriends, and she was like, "Right, I get it." Wait, Melon, you don't think he's a good? Wait, you don't think he's gonna be a good husband?
Hey, we all have,
really?
You know what? We all have our own opinions. She probably has.
That's great. No, I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious. Why? Because me and the other girls were like, yes, yes, yes. So I like, what is it that says no? Because
bro got the Doctor Who cares. He'd fucking kill you. He'd fucking kill some shit if he fucks with you.
He's a crash. Well, that's kind of a valid point because he's so wound together, and that it's almost like, yeah, too good to be true. Where's the shadow side, right? Where's the shadow?
No, fucking free candy is crazy.
No, free candy. Free candy kind of. Oh, a piece of candy. Oh, a piece of candy.
but
these are all valid points.
That's valid. That's valid. But here's the thing: it's always the nice guys that always has the most valid crash outs, though. Think about it.
I just wonder if it's gonna be like Crash Out, like, oh my god, psychopath, or is it gonna be like Dragon Age Commander Cullen Crash Out, where it's like, it's okay, Prince Charming PTSD. I will nurture your wounds. It's fine, Daddy. Lay on the titty. Just lay on the titty. Suck it too. Oh, who said that? If you played a Dragon Age romance, specifically Inquisition, you know, girlies. You know, girlies and gays know. I think our buddy Mix. I don't know if he got a call, bruh.
Yeah. My whole shit was fucking loud as fuck. I will tell you that. That's why I muted myself real quick. All right, so no, but I understand your point. I understand your point 100%. Okay, we're kind of getting a little bit off topic. We're trying to talk about like the new characters, and we were just getting off topic.
I mean, but this is what we do. But okay, so are we gonna focus like in order, like Ching Xiao?
I think right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go by order for Ching Xiao. We're gonna go by order for like drip market release. Well, we already know Ching Xiao is gonna be phase 1 and 3.6, and then Jing Ran is gonna be phase 2 and 3.6. So I want to focus more on Ching Xiao right now. Then we can go to Jing Ran as well. So for Ching Xiao, so we already know she's a sword user, and I'm gonna be honest, most sword users don't need their signature nowadays, or unless they
Yeah,
or
that is true.
unless they're signature dependent, like fucking what's it, like fucking Brant and Cartethia.
Yeah.
But most sword users always have probably their second best in option being EOG, which is of course is most likely going to be her second best option unless they make her signature reliant.
Oh, what's up, Melanin? Because we're going over all the stuff that Kuro just recently put on all their social media. Like, they
Yeah,
already confirmed. Pronounced Cardathia?
Car- Cartethia, it's the same shit. I call her Cartethia, bro. This is the way
Well,
I say it.
I'm so used to it now. Like I don't even. But here's the thing. I know a couple people who say Cartethia. I always say Cartethia. I don't know why. It's just I don't know. That's just what's easier for me, I suppose. But I never.
I,
I'm so used to it now.
I don't know, bro, because like for me, it's like Cartet and then just have like the TE. I call her my undead. That's crazy. That's insane.
That
No,
is also accurate.
no,
Very accurate.
but also for her is that, of course, since her being Toon Strain, she's gonna most likely, of course, want Mornia as well, but also have either Denya being in Strain mode or, of course, Lene. But the thing is that I'm wondering, and this is just me thinking, it just imagine her being a liberation like focused damage dealer. Then
I was
finally,
thinking the exact same thing.
then finally, Lene has like a full like good slot of her being in strain mode, actually like helping out her best in slot DPS. Because right now we all know like Lene is like overall just like a universal sub DPS for most characters. We already know that. And most of the time she's used in like rupture mode because once you go to that tune break, you want to have that off field damage.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
in general, like in stray mode, that's like kind of like her weak point. And I can say this because because again, like as you guys saw too, I streamed TOA. I was even struggling with like the whole strain mode on Lene, and like she's not really as strong in strain mode like she is in rupture mode, because she feels more of a like rupture character. That most of the time when you're using her as a sub DPS, you're always on rupture mode on her than
Mm-hmm.
in tune stream mode. So if by any chance, hopefully I'm praying to the Lord, to the fucking Curl Gaze, for the love of God, do this, and and fucking Ching Shao is gonna be like a liberation tune strain damage dealer. Then that way Lene has a point to actually use in strain mode, also providing that liberation damage boost to her best in slot TPS.
Yeah, I had the similar vibe. I felt like if they went liberation route, it does give that. I mean, like you said, Toon Strain that Lene Toon Strain that ultimate like versatilities. As I mean, Lene is already a value unit, but it just takes her value up even more.
Mm-hmm.
I really had no idea what, just reading the set because it is just a tune strain damage bonus and it doesn't echo anything about her kit. It doesn't say anything about Resonance Skill, Resonance Liberation, none of that, just tune strain arrow
Mm-hmm.
damage, right? I would still hope that, you could also get away with some creative options. Like, let's say
Mm-hmm.
you might want to do like Chacona in the second slot because of how much she does that, shred for arrow, and then
Mm.
maybe have some more yay just so you can have other options too, not just for fun. Or let's say you just don't have a Lene, you lost your 50-50, but you have a Chacona you got earlier from
Oh
the
yeah,
2 point
absolutely.
cycle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have, a secondary option, which I think,
Mm-hmm.
Chacona is an easy kind of, okay, like she'll just help any Arrow girly, right? She'll help any Arrow character at this point.
Absolutely.
So I really do think overall, like, based on like whatever her damage scaling is, I mean, she's gonna be strong. Arrow has always been like favorite in Kuro. I feel like we have so many good Arrow DPSs. Sagrika, Cardathia, and they all are very distinct from one another but they're just a lot of fun and very flexible units. That's one thing I've
Mm-hmm.
noticed too. It's easy to kind of swap and play them. So I hope it has that same kind of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I do hope that we can even maybe see some more quick swap potential. I know, like, I'm not ready to see her animations. She's gonna give me a heart
Yeah,
attack. I know, but it's just
yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, but you also gotta know is that like I know like for like as all of you know for me is that I love focusing more on the casual most of the side that I just want to give you like the most basic rotations, all that stuff like that. While Ray over here is a fucking sweat lord for some apparent reason.
Excuse moi. It's called being
Mm.
creative, okay? Sometimes you get tired, you do the basic shit, and it's cute, but sometimes you just wanna, see Hyuki and Carlotta just on a joint slay team. And yes, I've done it, and yes, it works. Bite me.
AKA being a sweat. All right, so but no, but what's it called? No, but what's it called? I understand. I 100% understand that. But speaking of like the whole quick scope potential, like we've seen with Luke, it doesn't seem like either like most tune strain like damage dealers are gonna be like gonna be are gonna be like what's it called? Gonna be like a whole quit swapping thing because in general they need to be on the field to provide that tune strain debuff that they give so that way they do more damage once you go ahead and use that tune break.
Yeah, you bring a very excellent point. And then also just like from playing Luke, like one thing about Luke, like they bring such a fun, refreshing take of a hyper carry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it makes sense. A lot of the hyper carries feel just so fun to play, right? And Luke is definitely no exception. I feel like with her, like feeling like a hyper carry, I wonder how her combos work. I wonder if she'll have different swords for different debuffs. Kind of like the way
Mm-hmm.
Cardathia worked, where you set down each of her swords and it's like boom, you like here goes mother. I know they're gonna cook. I know it's gonna just take my breath away. And it sounds like she'll also be pretty free to play friendly because, like you said, I mean, Emerald of Genesis is so reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't imagine that wouldn't be like a go-to option.
No, yeah, because like I said, too, most sword users or just sword users have like that EOG being their most viable, like second best in slot option because it provides them that crit rate, that attack buff, the ER that you might be missing, that you don't really need to look for if you didn't really pull for their main slot weapon at all. So that's gonna be also easier for your for your builds, all that stuff like that too. So, but yeah, 100%. And
Oh,
like
nice.
it's it's and again, like guys and people in chat, and also people who are gonna be watching on YouTube as well. Um, we this is like our first time ever like really trying to theory craft like what are we gonna do, what are we gonna
Well,
all
more
that
field
stuff.
crafting because no one's actually got a spreadsheet in front of them, but
No,
you
no,
get
yeah.
the drill.
We're just mostly just like speculating of what's gonna be like their best teams, all that stuff like that, or what's gonna be like good for them to where if you don't have this or if you don't have that, all that stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think Kuro understands the idea because
Yeah.
I think with like the every DPS so far has been able to use Emerald Genesis reliably, from IMF to Hiyuki, like
Mm-hmm.
even Yang Yang can make total use of that. So I think they understand the balancing to make the unit feel really good at all levels of spending, which I
Mm.
appreciate.
No, yeah, absolutely, I do too. And what's it called? So the thing I really want to just really put onto this is that um, even if you, I wonder, I'm actually wondering if let's say you don't have like, let's say you don't have either a storekeeper or whatever, like trust me, like even when I first got Lene, Luke, like I didn't have Mornier. I used Shorekeeper because for some reason Shorekeeper is always an option. But in general, you're always gonna have that Verena that you're gonna have because again, she is still by far like the most valuable standard unit in the entire game for like the past 2 years. And I wonder if you don't have like any limited characters, and then you pull on Ching Shao, what other people that you might use? You can probably use like the 4-star Yang Yang or like whatnot.
Right. And I think that's like really, I think that's like the fun part about it is just to make sure, like, again, at all levels spending, because let's say you start an account, let's say you started playing like literally this patch, what characters do you
Mm-hmm.
want to, focus on in order to make that life go easy. So,
Mm-hmm.
Cheng Li, COG. Yep, my Cheng Li does too. And I think that's like the important part. Like, I'm still grateful for Jian Shin for caring when I was like, I didn't have nobody. I said, okay, girl, we gotta do something. We gotta do something.
Yeah.
Please help me. Just help me. And Yin Lin for that instance, just help me, bitches. I just need some help. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I hope they continue like that same trend of giving us characters that we can use, just in multiple stages of the game, late game, early
Mm-hmm.
game, all that good jazz.
Yeah. Um. Again, to either way, like either way, there are going to be new characters. They're going to be broken as shit when they first release. Let's just be
But
honest. That's how it is.
yeah.
But also, here's the thing: is that as we see for the forecast echo, if you've seen the new, of course, the new one that we fought when we're doing like the whole thing, is that I'm thinking is that we're since the forecast that we got for the new one, not the not the weekly boss, but the one that gives you like the boss mats.
Hmm.
That one, because if you looked at that one's description, it gives out fusion damage, but also brings out heavy attack damage. So I'm wondering
Hmm.
is that we're gonna get a different forecast next patch for Xing Shao.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they probably will give us something because, like I said, I think the boy Jing Ran I think his set is as complete as fuck from what we have in the game, right? And well, before we segue over to him, just to answer your question, it looks
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, they're still building on top of each other, which also begs me the question of, we know Lene is great. But they love to
Mm-hmm.
give us premium. Like of course you can have Lene go whatever, but for a more mature
Mm-hmm.
account, unless because Lucilla and Huyuki, they're besties, right? And they work
Mm-hmm.
and they're amazing, right? I wonder if they're gonna make Ching Shao an ideal bestie because
Mm-hmm.
because I love the bestie teams. Okay, I'm so
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to Sui Sui, Lucilla, and Yuki because it's just so grown woman and cunt. And I wouldn't put it
Mm-hmm.
past Kuro that even though we want to respect the free to play and it's just starting baseline, let's keep in mind they're probably going to build to something even more with that because I'm just scared because they know how to make me open my purse. They do.
No, absolutely. Uh, I think that's enough. We talked about like potential teams for Chingsha. Now we're gonna talk about Jingran, aka my boy, aka the Aura, aka the man who has more aura than Sung Jin Woo himself. Alrighty. All, all
Oh,
right.
what a
So
segue, Mixie.
so
What a
as
segue.
So as far as we've seen too, is that we already know about his his main forecast set being the mirror the Myriad Snare. So for
Mm-hmm.
that one, we already know his full set too. That basically gives him HP. Hence, us them hinting that he's going to be an HP scaler,
Mm.
which is actually are going to be our second HP scaler DPS like Cartethia we have. And the thing is that I've been thinking is that he's not going to be too much like of an HP scaler, if that makes any sense. Because like
You think he's gonna have some hybrid scaling or convert HP to attack so we can use like
yeah,
other
like
attack
almost like
scaling like
yeah, almost like that. But the thing is too is like he's gonna be like his ultimate. Like, what if he has like a different form to where like like he consumes his HP, right? But when he's
hmm
done, he kind of gains
So
some
basically like
HP
he's gonna
back.
be Hu Tao. So you're thinking that he might be Hu Tao
Almost
essentially.
almost like that. Yeah. But also is that for his weapon, what I'm thinking is that they're gonna give him like either a crit rate or crit damage like weapon, right? Because in general, because you know how Augusta, right, has low crit rate on her weapon, but in general,
hmm
like she gains a shield to and
Yeah.
then does more damage when she has a shield. For
hmm
Jing Ran's 5-piece set, upon gaining a shield, he gets stackable crit rate increase from like his stacks and gets fusion damage. So what I'm personally thinking is that if he gains crit rate from his set, I think he's gonna get like a crit damage, but not like the full 48, but probably like at least like
hmm
a 30% crit damage increase if he has a weapon like that.
That's all fair points. I'm kind of thinking that I would hope that with Cartithia, because here's the thing, I was also thinking about like Cartithia was very expensive to build, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of your HP scaler, so many different like weapons already don't work, and even some teammate options just don't work at all, right? Because, and
Mm-hmm.
especially like, the way that Moonlit Clouds, everything buffs attack. So when I heard that, when I read the HP scaling, I was like, okay. You mentioning that going more into like consuming HP for attack, or at least being able universal enough where he could take where attack buffs wouldn't necessarily be, useless, right? Because you think
Mm-hmm.
about like what's available at the free to play level, with like the standard weapons or weapons people might already own, and you're kind of hoping
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, like are we praying that you have enough in your kit to be flexible enough? But of
Yeah.
course, when someone plays a premium, you want to see that serotonin hit of like, oh shit. So yeah.
No, yeah, but like I said, he's gonna like what I'm thinking is that he's gonna be like I said too, a Cartethia kind of like Augusta hybrid, if that makes any sense. Because it's like he's still
It
gonna.
does make sense.
Because the thing is
Oh,
that
sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not thinking he's gonna be like, okay, he needs low attack and like a shitload of HP like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
he probably needs like a minute. Like I would say, like probably like a bit of it more on the lower side. Probably like at least like the 20 to 30,000, 25 to 30,000
Mm-hmm.
HP, right? But he can still get
Right.
more. But he can still get more attack mixed with that crit rate and crit damage as well. But instead of like, because in general, he's not going to be doing like negative status, right? He's going to be mostly
Right.
doing like he's mostly going to be doing like more damage when he's of course either probably using his ult, but also he's also a heavy attack damage dealer. Some of you need to also realize that. But also is I remember like every time he gains a shield, he gets crit rate when he gains a shield. So that brings me to the part of his teams. Is that the thing is that Jing Ran can probably be good in the normal mono fusion teams when you have your
Mm-hmm.
with Lupa with Brant, because in general Brant gives the whole entire team a whole lot of shields, and that's gonna
Yeah.
basically also help out with Jingran in that team for at least a couple of seconds to just give him that to give him that half the half shield boost, because in general he's probably gonna, because Jingran's kid's probably gonna give him like he's gonna give himself like probably a small little bit of shield as well, so that's also, you're gonna add that to the whole equation as well. And then of course you're gonna have Lupa with her if you don't have her weapon, then it's like it's whatever. But if you have Lupa with her weapon, that's also going to help you out with that whole fusion damage as well. You're going to gain more damage from her kit as well. And then, all that stuff like that. But you're also going to have teams that, might also help you out. You might have, like, you might have a right? Because gives that huge
Oh,
50%.
be my prey. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
No, but you also have that gives you like this huge heavy attack buff for like 14 sections. It gives you like 50% heavy attack bonus. Even if you don't have a mono fusion team, right? You could always go a or like a shorekeeper with it, right? But also, if you think about it, you can also, you can also run it with, like, if you want to boost that extra shields, just to fuck around and find out. You can always add brand to the equation, because why the fuck not?
Why not? Why the fuck not? And I was even thinking that was the first, and that was kind of be an incentive for me with Jingran, was because I would love to see like shine in another comp. Like she does well as a DPS, but I think that the fact that she's like a dual DPS and this kit, like this dude's kit, from what we see with the artifacts like Echo set, got Genshin player, my bad. Ex Genshin player, but shit. The Echo set, I'm like, damn, gonna help this dude a lot. Like, oh my god. So I'm like, that would actually be a fun comp. It would be, again, the third slot. uh, Again, I wonder how his skilling's gonna work, because I don't know who he would want in the third slot. I really don't. In the case of the
Mm-hmm.
Unicomp anyway, because you could just go, SK for crit insurance and everything, which
Mm-hmm.
honestly is, who would argue with SK? Like, I'm not opposed
Like
to SK being
as
that.
like SK is always going to be that next in slot option, because let's be honest, she's the most broken support in the entire game.
She is.
But in general, you can't always go wrong with it, because she provides that crit rate, crit damage buffs, and also that overtune healing as well, and also that enhanced intro that she does give you heals and does damage as well. At least like a little bit of damage, not too much, but at least a little bit, which is also a very good thing.
Right. There's a second one? Fuck you. There's a
Uh,
second one? Sorry. I find these fucking bears. I was like, dang
but
damn it.
no, but also for Ching Xiao's set, I honestly think her set is perfectly fine, because in general this is just gonna give her more damage than she's already gonna fucking do.
Yeah. I mean, SK is never bad for either one of them, right? Because SK is just that universal, and that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure with Cartithia, I don't, a girl doesn't like to do the same thing twice, I've noticed,
Mm-hmm.
like the way they kind of reignited negative status with Hiyuki in particular, like the way she integrates it in both
Mm-hmm.
her crit, like big strikes, but also in her, her actual damage per second, like, is
Mm-hmm.
insane. So I feel like we're gonna be happy on all. I think we're gonna be happy with what they come up with. I think we're gonna be happy with the team lineup. I don't think we're far off. In this fact,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you have the mono fusion team, like it,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just gonna be a fun comp, especially for the quick swap nerds. Like that's another thing, because fusion is known for the quick swap. So quick swap queen
Absolutely.
Shang Li. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be fun to see what his
Alright.
what the community comes up with because I love the sweats. I do.
Yeah. So I think that'll be it for Jing Rant. But before we go, chat, we're gonna do one more topic, and it's gonna be, of course, I'm doing this for Rae, by the way. We're gonna do a little bit of like the whole team theory crafting with soy soy. We're gonna be talking about
Yay!
we're gonna be talking about that because of course her kid has been thrown around on on Twitter, on every social media platform. Everyone's always been talking about it, and in general, as what we've seen, is that she's really gonna be, what's it called? She's really gonna be like the Mournier of negative status teams, is what I've been seeing.
Yeah, I really do like. I love her, and her kid just. I love her kid. I do. Part of me wishes she was more of a sub DPS or even main DPS because oh my god, her animations are so cunty. But as far as like having a really bougie bitch support, I'm very happy with it. Especially for a Hyuki comps, like ooh, like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, especially with the negative status route, is like what I've been learning about because of Hiyuki, honestly, I've been playing more of my negative status DPS. It's like I play more
Mm-hmm.
Cardathea. I even go back to Phoebe, and I realize, like, oh my God, they really finally, are finding their own when it comes to that. I feel like she's like the kind of the cherry on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that she's gonna be a must pull? Kinda, yeah. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. Like she put slap variation on her, get her set. You can use rejuvenating glow or the new set, the feathered trace set. Both ones have similar outputs from what I've seen, and I just think if you have a negative statuses, I think it's just helpful because I'm not just excited for what she'll do for obviously Hiyuki, but then I'm like, okay, maybe Phoebe. Like, yes, I want to play some more Phoebe. Like, Mythical be like, bitch, that she sucks. I'm like, I don't
Uh,
care. That's my girl. Shut the fuck up.
well, for you saying she's going to be a must pull for you, that's the thing you're going to say. But is she going to be a must pull as a whole? Not really. Because in general, she's mainly going to be used in negative status teams. Because the thing is that because most of her kit is for DPSs who consume negative status stacks, like
hmm
for example being mostly just what's it called, Hiyuki, also also you got Yang Yang as well being in the roster, and so the thing, and of course slapping on variation on her, it's not going to really make a difference. It's just going to really make their rotations faster. That's what most of like that's what most of every support has, or every rectifier support has, is always using variation. But also in general is that she
But I do
I'm
want the
kind of
Sig. The
I'm
Sig is so pretty.
but I'm kind of glad that we're gonna kind of see that Mono Glacio teams coming back with it as
Me
well,
too.
and it's good. And of course that's gonna make Hyuki teams, I'm not gonna lie, more fucking cracked. But
I'm just saying, my body is so ready for that because I think I like had so much fun with like Mono Glacio in the form of it was ghetto Mono Glacio, but in the form of Carlotta, Jaja, and Baija. That was the if you wanted like an ice team that made sense, that was the team, right? But
mm-hmm,
now that we have but again, even because it's Baija, I'm sorry, Baija can only do so much, right? No
absolutely.
offense to the girl. She's a starter 4 star. But now that we're getting a premium Glacio unit with such unique with unique role, and I think that's a good clarification that she's not necessarily a must pull, but if you love negative statuses and what they do, I mean, she's such a great option for us, right? So if
Mm.
you've been with the negative status meta from the get go, and I love the fact that well, you have the negative status, you have the echo, and you have the tune strain. You have so many different ways that you can, archetypes of characters that you can work with. So with the negative statuses, girlies, I mean, girl, you're gonna be fine. Especially I think about in-state matrix is where you're gonna get a lot of value because if you already have Chisa, I mean Chisa already has a couple of teams where she works really, really well on. It will be nice to have
Mm.
an option that alleviates Chisa too. Because they just had to give the girl an extra vigor because it was like, yeah. Because I personally use Chisa on my Karthia and on my Hiyuki.
And that's the thing I kind of want to just also talk about a bit is that, like, if you're gonna pull it, that's a big if. If anyone's gonna really pull a soy soy for the negative status teams, is that gonna put Chisa in the back burner? Not too much,
No.
really. Not too much, really, because the thing is that because the thing is that soy soy really gives more damage bonus, more attack bonus buffs if you consume stacks. Chisa's going to be completely okay with mostly just with what's it called, the Imyth with their the fusion burst team, also with the Cartethia team if you don't like using Arrow Rover, which I don't know why the fuck you wouldn't use Arrow Rover because he's fucking goated. But but
That's
but
interesting because
but mate,
most people I talk to hate Arrow Rover, but I personally am kind of like indifferent about him. I mean I use fucking what's his name Spectral Rover still for Phoebe, so I can't say shit.
no, but but in general, you kind of get what I'm saying. But also with the
Hmm.
introduction of Electro Rover, what's it called? We might because for him being a Electro Flare user, we that just gives us hope and speculation that we're gonna get an Electro Flare DPS in the future.
Ooh, I think we already know who that is, but
I think we fucking do,
I,
yeah. But we're not gonna
I
we're
think.
not gonna talk about it here. We're not gonna. We'll talk about it when she gets drip marketed.
That's a fair exception because I mean speculation is speculation, but holy fuck. Um oh my god, look at you getting your quest done, Melanin. Oh my god. And then I was seeing your comments Fallen about your different team builds and stuff. I love the cards Tithia that you're building and yeah, Galbrena. Galbrena. I feel like Alberta didn't get enough time to shine. I fear. I feel bad. I feel bad. I'm still trying to
But
figure out how
no,
to make her.
she's still very much used, even in like the mono fusion team as well.
I've been thinking about building Lupa a bit better just for the sake of having Galbrena take over with Monofusion. Eventually, the plan for me is, sorry, completely different segue, but I think kind of works. I think the plan for me at the end of the day is I do want to get like Yang Yang at some point. So I want Yang Yang
Hmm.
Chisa Filova. And then I think I'm gonna have Galbrena on the Mono Fusion team because I have Lupa. Lupa's unemployed. I should probably build Lupa today, chat. Should I? Let's just make a point to build her because she's Saudi. She's very Saudi. She's very, very, very Saudi, and the team is known, and it does do good damage. Like I was using an end state, and I feel like if Lupa was right, like this would be an easy 5K clear for us. So. Ooh, child. Oh, child. I'm so sorry for the neglect. I'm sorry. Ooh, ooh. You still got that razor. Oh, you still got the razor blade. Ah, I didn't even got her weapon. Anyway, I'm
uh,
sorry.
not now you're good. You're good. Um, but anyways, I think that would be it for today. We already talked about the story, the whole characters that were drip marketed, also what we think was going to be their best team suited over forward as well. Again, I have to apologize that was a short podcast episode. I'll make sure that episode 10 will be a lot longer, maybe we could do the lore one on episode 10. What do you guys think?
I'm down for that because I think that's just something that is, I don't know. I know there's lore communities in Wuwa for
Mm-hmm.
sure, but I think that being more of an extension of that is never a bad thing.
No, yeah,
Because, we have so many
absolutely.
people who do the calcs and already have like, shit. But then when you think about the lore as a greater picture and what this world and everything is intentional.
No, yeah,
That's what I
absolutely.
love about it. So yeah, I think I'm totally down for a lore episode. That'll be fun.
No,
I get to
yeah,
do
more
research.
episode just to celebrate probably just like 10 whole episodes of this whole podcast. Jesus Christ, I don't know how y'all fucking deal with our dumbasses.
No, for real, because I'm me being the dumber of the dumbasses.
Like, bro, we're already on fucking 10 episodes of this shit. How the fuck are we still doing this? No,
Because
no, no,
we love
but
the game.
absolutely. No, but I appreciate you all for legit being here, even though it's been like an hour. I got food to eat. My parents bought fucking chicken. This shit, that I heard that shit was gas, so I'm like hungry as fuck.
Oh, oh,
No,
yeah.
no. So again, we'll probably make a date of like the whole like. I guess we'll just talk about like our experiences of 1.0 all the way to 3.5. I think that would be a better thing to just to talk about our experiences about it.
I agree. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oof,
So
beach.
so appreciate y'all for hopping into this episode of the Mixing Rate Podcast, episode 9. It's crazy that there's been 9 episodes. Also, thank you guys so much for watching on YouTube as well. If you haven't already, leave a like and hit that subscribe button because why the fuck not? um,
Aw, thank y'all. Thank you,
no,
chat.
appreciate you, chat. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys leave a comment as well. And yeah, I hope you guys will see you at episode 10 of this whole podcast. We'll make sure to talk about we'll talk about like what we're gonna do for episode 10. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for watching. And yeah, all right. Appreciate you again, Rae, for always being the wonderful co-host you are. Always talking about
Oh,
this stuff as well with me. Appreciate it very much.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Thank you for being an
Mm-hmm.
amazing co-pilot and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna stay on for a little bit longer, and
That's valid.
yeah, I'll stay on because I
All
want
right.
to try to build Lupa and test this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you were ready to sign off, that's totally
Yeah.
fine. I'm probably just gonna do this a little bit, and then I'm gonna get a big back salad.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. All right, chat. We're just gonna go ahead and raid out to someone. Who should we raid out to? Who should we raid out to? I know who we raid out to a homie that I haven't raided out to in a while. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Oh, my shit fucking froze. Alright, appreciate you guys for watching. And yeah, I'll make sure to post this on YouTube as well. Alright, bye bye guys. Peace.